how are you doing? This is Cristian down here in Santiago, Chile, doing part 11, I think, of my series going through my CD collections. So now we're going to do again two letters, mostly because the second one I don't have many. But first of all, of course, going through my collection, I forgot to show one from the ends, and it's Meridian Fugazi. Good one. This is deluxe edition with two CDs. Really good one. Meridian, of course, with still with Fish on the lead vocals. Kind of a concept album, but it's a really good one. Some songs are excellent. So there it is, Meridian and Fugazi from the ends. Now with the piece, many bands, not so many, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bands here, and some solo artists. So we're going to start with, of course, the first one from these guys. This is where of course, I discovered this band. I had no idea previously they had many, also many, for more glamish hard rock records. This is, of course, Pantera and Cowboys from Hell. The two CD reissue they put out a couple of years ago. There it is. Of course, first disc is the original album, and second disc is live at the Forum 1990 and live and hostile EP. So there it is, really good stuff. Next we have the Far Beyond Driven 2 disc edition. They put out, there it is. Disc 2 is Far Beyond Bootleg 1994 live at Donington. So there it is. And finally we have from Pantera, Reinventing Hell, the best of Pantera. This is a good comp, not the only thing that makes it worth getting. It's track 16. It's The Badge. I think that one is from the soundtrack of The Crow. So good one. This is Reinventing Hell, the best of Pantera, as we say here in the Spanish-speaking countries. Now we go with more bands from the piece. The only thing I have from this solo artist, of course, is the lead guitar of rock, progressive rock band, progressive metal sometimes. It's John Petrucci. This is the first disc he did as a solo artist. It's Suspended Animations. Last year he put out, this year, I can't remember, he put out, this year he put out his second effort. It created a lot of hype because it reunited him with Mike Portnoy on the drums, of course. So this one is the first one he did many years ago. This is in 2005, so it's 16 years old. Really good one. So if you like John Petrucci guitar player and you like shredding, this is one you can go after. John Petrucci and Suspended Animation. Now let's go with these guys. A band they of course discovered when they released their album back in the early 90s, and then I followed their career, but the last albums I'm not very fond of. I don't think they are doing their best stuff. I think they have not aged well sometimes, but without further ado, let's start with, of course, with Pearl Jam, their debut. This one is, of course, 10. This one is an early pressing from back in the day. Of course, this is that when you display it, it forms a big poster. So there it is, Pearl Jam. Second one, Versus. To me, this is even better than 10. So there it is. Then we have this one, Vitology. in this weird thing that you can put it in the in the shelf because it's bigger than the usual case, but it's shorter. So well, here's what it is. It replicates a book. It's a good record. Of course, not as good as the previous two, but they have some good songs like what is Weeping. It's a good. Tremor Cries, Not For You, and another something. So if you like Pearl Jam and you don't know early one, maybe this you can check this one out. Next we have of course No Code. I'm gonna start doing these digibags. This one comes with the with the Polaroid sets, or keep here where they are. Here they are. Wait for me. With all the Polaroids. I think they replicated this when they put out the latest vinyl reissue. So let's keep this one here. There it goes. Not one of their best albums. Kind of a mellow songs, and the first one they're not so inspired. So there it is. Pearl Jam and No Code. Then we have their first live album, Pearl Jam live on 2 legs, 1 CD. Next we have Yield. Next we have Binaural. There it goes. Next we have Riot Act. This is a kind of a better one than the previous two ones, than No Code, Binaural, and Yield. Kind of a return to a more rock songs. I Am Mine, I think it's their best song in this one. So there it is. And now I can show you the inner. If I did, here it is again. Next we have a self-titled album with, as you say, avocado. Here we say, have another word for that fruit. Life Wasted is Worldwide Suicide. Those were the big songs in this one. More hard rock album. I think with these two ones are where they get more of their return to more of their rock stuff, but still mixing with some mellow songs and some fast songs that sometimes it does not keep the momentum of the album in one level. It goes ups and down, ups and down. Sometimes that can be a little bit annoying. Then we have a backspacer in these digibooks. It comes like this. Gonna See My Friends is a good one. The Fixer is another good one. Johnny Guitar is another one. Amongst the Waves is another good one. So there it is. And the last studio album I have from them is this one. It's from a couple of years ago. It's Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt. Getaway is a good one. My Father's Son is a good song. Mind Your Manners, Sirens, Lightning Bolt. Although I think this one is, it's a good rocker one from them. Again, doing what they do, mixing fast song with some mellow songs, some like trying to be a more mature band, like trying to be a classic rock band. But I don't know. I think they do best when they rock, not when they do those mellow songs that sometimes it kills the momentum of the band, doing rock tunes and then going down. And finally from them, some other things they have put out. This one is Pearl Jam live on 2 legs. Sorry, live on 10 legs. live album. Let me open it. Single CD also. Next we have yep, back in the day when they start putting out this, I think they were one of the first bands that started doing this massively, at least to my knowledge. These live bootlegs from the shows they did that year. This is Pearl Jam live at San Sebastian, Spain. In there you can see the date. This is May the 26th of the 2000. A double CD, live CD, good one. Then they put out this live at the Benaroya Hall. This is an acoustic set they did to help raise funds for I can't remember what thing they were doing for the youth care. There it is. And finally, this is probably Lost Dogs double CD with lots of B-sides things they have done that they were not added in the regular studio albums. Here the big song is where it is. I can see it right now. Well, of course, there is Yellow Let Better. That song that is not in any albums, so it's finally here. And of course, Last Kiss. That is at least here in Chile. It was kind of a hit doing this cover version of a classic song from the 50s, I think. That even my mom knew that version, but in Spanish, because some Latin artists did that version of Last Kiss, so she kind of knew the melodies of the song. So there it is, Pearl Jam and Lost Dogs. Next we're going to go with of course another big band of the piece. It's Pink Floyd. We have here A Saucer Full of Secrets from '68. Then we have the soundtracks to the More film, '69. 69 is Amagama or Umaguma, as you like to say. Then we have Atom Heart Mother from 1970. One of the first compilation is Pink Floyd's Relics from '71. Next from '71, it's Medley, one of my favorite albums and one of my favorite songs, of course. One of These Days, Fearless, and of course Echoes. Next we have from Obscured by Clouds from '72. Music from the La Vie soundtrack. Then we have in another format. I bought this one early in 2003. This is Pink Floyd's The Dark Side of the Moon. This is the 30th. Yes, this is the 30th anniversary edition. Really cool one to have it on jewel case. Then we jump to 1977, Animals, one of my favorite from the band. Next, then we jump to Wish You Were Here, that comes in this weird plastic bag. And then you have the album. Actually, this is from '75. I have it mixed up. Then we jump to the '80s stuff with David Gilmour being in charge of the band. Is from '87, A Momentary Lap of Reason. From '94 we have the Division Bell. Then we have from 95 Pulse, of course in the slip case. If you have this one from OG that my brother has it, it comes with a big light here, really cool one. And the last thing I have from them, it's from a couple of years ago, 2014. It's the Endless River. So those are my. Oh, I'm missing one. Yep, here it is. We have Pink Floyd. The Wall Live is delivery out there. This is a double disc. Then when they redo the Wall Live, I think this is Clown. Yes, this is the 1980-1981 tour they did in this fat jewel case. Really good one. So those are my Pink Floyd, and next, to wrap it up the piece, we're going to with another one of my favorite bands from this alternative rock, progressive, kind of psychedelia mix there. It's Primus. Their debut is this is live album, Suck on This. Then we have Frizzly Fry, their first studio album. Then we have my favorite, Sailing the Sea of Cheese, kind of their one of the biggest selling album, I think. One of the many EPs they have, Miscellaneous Debris. When they do covers of many bands, you have an excellent album cover. It's Have a Cigar, of course, from Pink Floyd. Next we have Pork Soda, of course, one of the big songs here. It's My Name is Mud. Next, Tales from the Punch Bowl, and I think their most big song or hit. It's well known as Big Brown Beaver. There it is. Next we have kind of an odd album from them, because this one is really heavy. It's kind of the odd one in their catalog. If you have listened everything they have put before, this is Primus and Anti-Pop. This is a really odd one because it has lots of collaboration with many artists, like the guys from James Hetfield plays a couple of tracks here, and also Tom Morello plays do a lot of things here with the band, giving that an harder edge. We have also Jim Martin from Ex Faith No More. We have some productions by Fred Durst from, of course, Limp Bizkit. So it's a different type of album from them, because it's really heavy. If you put this album next to Tales from the Punch Bowl, of course, Selling the Sea of Cheese, you can see it's really heavy on the drums and on the guitars. Not so just the bass. It's very guitar oriented. Tom Morello, as I was telling, Jim Martin, and Stuart Copeland also produces one song. And yep, there it is. If you don't know Primus very well, I think this one is not an album to get into them, because it's really heavy in their catalog. Next we have this one, the Brown Album. Of course, they're trying to be a fun band. This is kind of a parody of the White Album of the Beatles. Here we have Rhinoplasty from Primus, another EP with some covers from Peter Gabriel and guys, and two live covers of Metallica. No, sorry, one live cover of Metallica, The Thing That Should Not Be, a really good one, and two live tracks. Tommy the Cat and Bob's Party Time Lounge. Really good one. Next we have a kind of a compilation DVD. Animals should not try to act like people. This is kind of a reunion because Les Claypool put the band into hiatus for a couple of years, doing some other projects. Of course, Oysterhead, Les Claypool, and I can't remember the name. But this is kind of a return of the band, also with Tim Herb Alexander on drums. So there it is. And also 5 new tracks, new studio recordings. And finally, to wrap things up, the last studio albums they did is Primus doing the Green Noahide, and finally my last Primus album and the last studio album they have done of original material is this one is the Saturated 7, kind of a concept album based on, here it says, inspired by all the Rico Rainbow's Goblin album, the record of treachery and virtue. The only thing from studio that I'm missing from them is the kind of homage they did to the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Willy Wonka then, and the Chocolate Factory. They kind of did a soundtrack homage, songs doing the whole album, and I don't have that one right now, but maybe in the near future I will try to get that one to have all my Primus collection almost completed. So those are all of the pieces, and now with the cues, the only band I have right now is this one. Yep, Queen's Right. This is the EP remastered edition, the 4 tracks, and then they added bonus tracks, a live show they did in Tokyo. Then we have Queen's Right, The Order, Rage for Order, no, sorry, no, The Warning, Rage for Order, Operation Mindcrime, Queen's Right Empire, and Promised Land. Not one of my favorite. And then another one that I don't like very much. This one is Queen's Right Q2K from the 2000s. Not a good one. And the last thing I have from them is the album of covers. It's Take Cover. Here they do many covers of Welcome to the Machine, of course, Pink Floyd, Almost Cut My Hair, For What It's Worth, For the Love of Money, Innuendo, Neon Nights, Synchronicity Tour, Red Rain, and Odyssea, and Bullet in the Sky Live. A good one if you like covers, if you don't mind it. This is Queen's Right paying homage to some other big heroes. So that's it. Those are my P and Q. Hope you like them. If you have seen something you don't know, maybe you can check those things out. This is Christian. Say goodbye. I think this is more than enough. 23 minutes, 24. So until next time, this is Christian. Say goodbye down in Santiago, Chile. See ya.